sometimes for the first few weeks of school, it's hard to remember your schedule of what classes you have and where your classes are. When you're in junior high or high school or college or whatever. And it's kind of funny when you get your schedule screwed up with your last year's schedule, and sometimes that just happens. But the important thing to do is, if you don't always remember your school schedule for a while, just look at it until look at it for a while until you are comfortable remembering where your classes are. I find this story kind of funny. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday afternoons sometimes. Sorry. I'm trying to get used to saying Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday afternoons instead of Tuesday and Friday afternoons, because that's my old schedule. But don't worry, the more I get used to saying it, the more I'm gonna get to it. Would you excuse me 1 second? I apologize. My alarm to let my chicken went off. So that's what that alarm was for, was to let my chicken out, who was in her run and stuff, so she just went out. So anyway, today in the video, I have a funny story. It's pretty funny to me now, looking back, but back then I didn't find it pretty funny, but looking back at it, I find it funny now. Today I have a funny story about the time I accidentally got my schedule screwed up, and I went up with my year before schedule, and I went to my math class, which was supposed to be for 5th period, when I was supposed to go to English class, which is my 4th period. So this is kind of a funny story about how I accidentally got my schedule screwed up with my year before schedule, because I had math 4th period and English 5th period. But then I forgot I had a different schedule from what I had last year. So this is kind of funny. So this is a story just to teach you guys, when you're going to your classes and you don't remember your schedule to where, just look and read your schedule until you get comfortable figuring out where your classes are. Because that's how it worked for me, is I would read my schedule for a while until I got comfortable and confident learning where my classes were and which buildings they were in and stuff. So this is a story about how I forgot to look at my schedule one day, and I accidentally went to the wrong class for the wrong period, and it was kind of funny. And so I hope this teaches you to always pay attention to your class schedules to make sure you remember where your classes are and which classes you're going to, so that, and what time your classes are supposed to be, or what period your classes are supposed to be, so then you can get to the right class at the right time and everything. So just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the story. So this all started about 18 years ago. I was in the 8th grade, and I get ready to go to my next class. I had just changed out of my PE clothes because I had PE for 3rd period, and then I was getting ready to go to my 4th period class. So I try to remember what my 4th period class is, and I'm thinking I have math 4th period because that was when I had math the year before. I don't know why I thought about that, and I don't know why I didn't look at my schedule to double check. I just went over to the building where my math class was in. So I go to class, I walk into my math class, and my math teacher was like, "Mena, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm here for my class." And my teacher's confused because he's like, "I don't have you this period." And I'm like, "What?" So my math teacher looks at my schedule, and he looks and notices I have English 4th period, not math. And he's like, "Mena, you have English 4th period. You don't have me until 5th period." And he was so nice about it. And I was like, oh, and I thought this was kind of funny because I got my schedule screwed up, because the year before I had math 4th period, and then I had English for a while fifth period. So I got my two classes confused with my year before's classes. So I get ready to leave and I rush out the door and the bell had already rang and I realized I was late for my English class. So I head over to English and I apologize to my English teacher, frantically telling her, I am so sorry I was late. I got my schedule screwed up and blah, 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 blah. And my English teacher was super duper nice about it. She had told me it is okay and just make sure you read your schedule for the next time. And so that's what I did. So the next time I went to school, the very next day when I went to school, I made sure I paid attention that I was going to my English class next and not my math. So I made sure to read my schedule for a while until I was comfortable and confident learning where my classes were, like I always did when I was in high school and middle school. So the moral of the story is when you're in middle school or high school, it can be quite difficult to remember what classes you have after certain classes, or what classes you have in the morning, or what classes you have last. So you should always look at your schedule for a while until you're more comfortable and confident learning where your classes are. And sometimes it can be kind of funny when you walk into the wrong class and when you're not paying attention to your schedule and just and it feels pretty awkward. So you should always make sure you read your schedule until you're more comfortable and confident learning where your classes are. So then you don't have to make yourself late for one class because you went to a class you got confused with your next period. So keep that in mind. So that was a story about how I got two of my class periods mixed up with my year before's schedule. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I hope you found it funny like I did. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday afternoon sometime. And I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. If you like this video and you found it funny, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Sometimes on the first day of school, it's very hard to remember I hate this intro.